It is night 2 of the Republican National Convention, featuring an address from the First Lady who brought the same grim menace to her speech that she brought to her White House Christmas decorations.
And Trump's son, who is trusted with the vast majority of the family's teeth, Eric Trump.
Plus, Mike Pompeo gave viewers a sneak peek of his 2024 presidential campaign's defeat.
Here with analysis is Princeton professor whose dating profile seeks someone who can go toe-to-toe on Falkland Islands trivia, Dr. Ike Bloom.
And man who trapped something in his garage 2 months ago and it sounds like it's almost dead, Tyler Templeton.
Ex-fiancé of 14 separate MMA fighters, Bonnie Davis.
And CNN anchor and chief national security correspondent, the Travago guy of cable news, Jim Sciutto.
Nice to be here.
With journalism as fearless as an RNC organizer giving the finger to the Hatch Act, our Tooning Out Election 2020 special coverage begins right now.
From CBS All Access, this is Tuning Out the News Election 2020, the Republican National Convention. The Dilbert guy might be here.
Well, tonight really hammered home the argument against the tyranny of socialism in between everyone bowing to their supreme leader, President Trump.
Absolutely, James. And, we can't forget the presidential pardon, the naturalization ceremony. I mean, the RNC really showed that white people are a benevolent race, capable of showing mercy when it benefits them directly.
Hello, everyone. I'm co-anchor with a patent for edible cigars, James Smartwood.
And I'm co-anchor known to cause a shitstorm on my college alumni Facebook group, Kylie Weaver. We begin tonight with the president's current wife as of press time, Melania Trump.
She took a break from gassing up a minivan to drive Biden voters to the polls herself to say this.
In my husband, you have a president who will not stop fighting for you and your families. I see how hard he works each day and night. And despite the unprecedented attacks from the media and opposition, he will not give up. In fact, if you tell him he cannot be done, he just works harder.
Wow, Trump works so hard, Melania can see it all the way from her bedroom several counties away.
Hard work he does. Nothing can stop that man from calling Hannity at 1 a.m. to complain how unfairly he is treated.
Now, Jim, did Melania's presence tonight undermine the president's record for releasing hostages?
It was a great, friendly, very glitzy message from the White House, like a lot of these things have been taking place, but largely divorced from reality, right? I mean, she talks about, the president's devotion to the country's diverse and storied history, but when you look at the policies, right? I mean, this is the president of the Muslim ban.
I think what Jim's trying to say is that this was fucking awesome. Another way Trump is just like me. My wife's job in our marriage is also to come out every couple years and do half-hearted damage control for me.
Melania should have done better. I'm sorry, but she should have stood up there and birthed a new son. Prove that our hunky president still got it.
Now, also taking the stage tonight was Eric Trump, who knew that after his brother's speech, the bar was to simply make sure cocaine didn't trend after he spoke.
In closing, I'd like to speak directly to my father. I miss working alongside you every single day, but I'm damn proud to be on the front lines of this fight. I'm proud of what you're doing for this country. I'm proud to show my children what their grandfather's fighting for. I'm proud to watch you give them hell. Never stop. I love you very much.
Now look, as a father, nothing would make me prouder than my son using his precious national TV speaking time to beg for the slightest sign of affection.
Now, Jim, how far into Eric's speech do you think Trump hit the mute button?
Eric Trump, like his father, was very much the pit bull, right? I mean, the attacks on the media and so on. Of course, Melania took a shot at the media too, but it was kind of a sugar-coated version of the whole thing. These are folks who follow their father's lead and do so proudly.
If we're being honest, he voiced his support for his father with all the zeal he usually reserves for stealing donations to children with cancer.
Now, next, the RNC showed a behind-the-scenes look at how Trump treats women he considers the least nasty.
I don't want a job because of my gender. I want the job because I'm the best person for that position. That's it. And he respects that.
Stan Jr.'s girlfriend.
And he appreciates hard work. You can't ask for anything better, especially in a boss.
This president has been a champion for women mostly because he speaks to them as if they can handle and tackle all issues.
It's true. Trump believes women can handle anything, and that's why he exclusively entrusts them to receive his sexual assaults.
Now, in the president's defense, he has championed these women. Actually, hold on, these are women who've accused him of sexual misconduct. Sorry about that. Tonight, President Trump oversaw a naturalization ceremony for the only 5 people welcome into this country. Take a look.
You followed the rules, you obeyed the laws, you learned your history, embraced our values, and proved yourselves to be men and women of the highest integrity.
I mean, it goes to show if you simply go through the proper legal channels, you are worthy of basic human dignity.
Absolutely. Now, Jim, I have to ask, do you think Trump would have respected these immigrants even more if they had someone take their citizenship test for them?
Oh, goodness gracious. Listen, I mean, again, this is another example of the message disconnected from the reality, right? You have in Stephen Miller, I mean, who's arguably the president's, one of his most trusted advisors, right? I've spoken with him. I mean, he doesn't just oppose illegal immigration. I mean, he makes a case for reducing legal immigration, for keeping the country, kind of pure, right? Or whatever their vision is, but it does not include more people from outside the country coming in.
Yeah, and I can't help but think that all these new citizens will soon be enjoying their heaping welcome basket of COVID-19.